Curtin Radio.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, today's Ask Nicky segment is brought to you by Southcare Incorporated, and CEO of Southcare, Nicky Howe, joins us. Good to see you for this year.
Good to see you,
We're
Jenny.
health and happy and upstanding. We're doing well.
And I noticed that we are inundated here with red roses for Valentine's
Oh, look, you
Day.
can't find your way in.
I can't hardly see you.
You've got to be careful of the thorns and the prickles.
And the prickles and the chocolates. I see we're munching away on all those beautiful love heart chocolates that we've been given. So good on you,
Oh, my
guys
gosh, she's got
girls.
rose-coloured glasses on today. All those chocolates, my gosh. When I say the word thorn, it sounds like I'm lisping, doesn't it? No, we're not inundated in here today, everyone, so don't get jealous. Good to see you, Nicky. Always good to see you. Now, last year we discussed New Year planning, and that was a huge topic, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yeah, there's a lot to get organised, and with this Marie Kondo hitting the screens, it's like, yes, let's all prepare and get ourselves sorted. Because we're all in a mess.
Well, we've always known that. We didn't need her to tell us how to fold stuff. We just needed to know to get rid of things we don't need in the future.
Yeah,
right.
So we've got an advanced care planning seminar actually this Saturday, which is fully booked, but we are doing another one next Thursday. So that's you can still book into that. So you can go to info@southcare.org.au/good to go.
We've got that email address here.
Yep. So
right.
If people, want to know about advanced care planning, we're going to be running that on Saturday and next
Just
Thursday.
briefly outline what you cover, because people from last year may not have heard.
Yeah, so look, what that cover, it's highly interactive. It's going to be a 4-hour workshop, and they're going to outline all about advanced care planning. So the session looks at an in-depth look at enduring power of attorney, guardianship, advanced health directives, and really provides a lot of guidance on how to complete the forms, because a lot of the time it's just a bit of a maze for us, isn't it?
Yeah, very true.
So that's so there's an opportunity for listeners if they want to book in. That's next
It's a
Thursday,
free seminar on the 21st, and you're in Manning.
In Manning, and we're running it in conjunction with Palliative Care WA.
Look, this is good that this is being discussed a lot more than ever before, is forward planning. Absolutely.
And I thought what would be really useful today, I was doing a bit of research and thinking, what do people want to know? And what I found really interesting was about pension loan schemes.
Yeah, I haven't heard of this.
Yeah, so I thought I'd talk a little bit about that today.
That's very good.
And invite anybody if they want to call, give us a call, and I'm certainly happy to talk about what I'm going to talk about, but also obviously about aged care in the home, community aged care.
Good, you can call here to get that email address. That's an email address, isn't it? Or is it a website? Website, sorry. I always get those confused. You can call them. Barry has got that information here on the phone. But to ring you, if they have a question, 94841927.
Yes, so pension loan schemes. So what is it? Well, a pension loan scheme is a loan that's an arrangement available through Centrelink, or if people are with the Department of Veteran Affairs, which allows people to increase their fortnightly pension payments up to the maximum aged care pension.
Okay.
So the loan scheme is available to seniors who receive a reduced age pension or no age pension due to their income or their asset test, but not both.
Okay.
So basically, in a nutshell, when I was reading about it, it's really a reverse mortgage type loan, which can assist seniors who might be asset rich but their income poor to access equity in their property through increased aged care payments.
That's excellent.
So, people obviously as they age and they're just on the pension, they've got a house, they've got no cash. This is something for people to consider. So repayments are generally made when the client sells the property, and that could be from their estate. But, payments can be made at other times.
Up until you decide to sell or
you might
leave
decide
this
to
mortal
sell.
earth.
Or, yes, well, we're all going to, that's something we all share in common, isn't
It's
it? We
very
don't
true.
like to talk about
No,
it.
but it's true. So that's good to know.
Yeah, so the eligibility for the pension loan scheme, I'll just go through it broadly. To be eligible for a loan under the scheme, the senior or their partner, you must be age pension age, which is currently 65. 65. So
And
you've got to be
above.
65 and above. You've got to have sufficient value in your Australian real estate property to secure or to repay the loan. You have to be in receipt of part pension from Centrelink or nil pension due to either your income or your assets, but not both. And you must meet the age pension residency requirements. So pensioners living overseas who meet the above criteria might be entitled to the pension loan scheme.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
If you've got aged parents living overseas.
Exactly.
To
yeah.
let them know.
To let them know.
Can they apply from being when they are away?
I don't know.
No, you'd have to check with
You'd have to go
Centrelink.
through Centrelink, yeah.
Okay.
So I did before mention about veterans, and I know the question is, well, is it different for them? So if people are on Department of Veteran Affairs income support, then people who receive DVA who meet the following criteria may be eligible for a pension loan scheme. So veterans or their partners who have reached the applicable pension age and are eligible for a service pension, war widows who are eligible for the income support supplement, and receive a part pension or no pension due to income or assets test, and have sufficient value in their Australian real estate property to secure the loan.
Yeah, that's good.
So there's some eligibility criteria. Basically, you have to be over 65 and you have to either be in receipt of a part pension or no pension. So the maximum loan amount, now I'm going to run through this quite broadly. It's quite complex, so I thought I'll run through it and then I'll give a bit of an example. So the maximum loan that you can borrow under the scheme depends on the age at the time of the loan, so how old
person.
you are.
Okay,
yeah. And if you're a couple, it's the younger partner's age is used, the value of the property used to secure the loan, the amount of equity that the person wants to keep in the property. So I thought I'll go through an example, and all of this information is certainly available from Centrelink. So let's use Jane as an example. So Jane is a single 70-year-old person who currently receives a part pension of $350 per fortnight. She offers her home as security for the pension loan scheme. The property is valued at $580,000, and she wants to retain $80,000 in equity. So the way it's calculated is they calculate the age component, and they've got this sort of ready reckoner thing for the age.
So if you're older, could you borrow less or more? Do you have any idea?
Let me just...
Don't worry, you'll come to it.
Yeah, I'll come to it. I think... Anyway, I'll come back to that one, Jenny.
Yep.
So the age component for Jane, because she's 70, is $3,080 times the value of her home minus the $80,000 divided by 10,000. So that equals $154,000.
That she's available. That's available to her.
Which is available. So therefore, the maximum loan that she can receive under the pension loan scheme is $154,000. Right? So her current pension payment is $350. So she can elect to receive an increase of $527.10 per fortnight to receive the maximum age pension now of $877.10.
Oh, that's a difference, isn't it?
So that's quite a difference. That means that she's now got $527 a fortnight to increase, what she's living on.
Yeah, that's a big
So that's
increase.
quite a big amount. And they'll review that. So the maximum loan amount will be reviewed every 12 months and adjusted.
So it just tops up their payment from Centrelink. It's not a lump sum.
No, it tops up the payment where they get it fortnightly. Right. Now, of course, not everybody wants to do this, but I just thought it was really interesting to talk about because, one of the things that we certainly notice at Southcare is that, as people age and, they might have something happen, they've got less income, like they're not earning a salary. Right. So it's like, well, how do they pay for these things? And, some people, of course, they don't want to consider a pension loan scheme. They want to keep their asset in their house. Mm-hmm. But I thought, look, this is an interesting thing for people to explore. So we are going to run a free seminar on the 12th of March. So we'll be holding a free seminar, and we'll run through the general aged care services, and we will run about the pension loan scheme.
That's a lot of information to give out. That's good.
Well, it is. And I thought, even though if I just give a teaser today and people can start to think about, maybe that's something I want to consider. If they come to the seminar, of course, there's no obligation. And the great thing about the seminar is that it will be highly interactive, and we've got a finance expert by the name of Phil, and he'll be able to explain it in, great detail.
You can ask questions.
You can ask questions, and certainly today, I can probably answer some general questions, but not specifics on people's finances. But I thought, it is really interesting, because when you think about the pension and what people get, I was looking at it and I was thinking, sometimes you're going to really struggle on that if something happens, if you suddenly have this big debt for something.
Oh, it happens in life.
Yeah,
all the time when you least want it.
Well,
that's for sure.
My mum and dad have got this beautiful dog, Honey, and she just, she's got a dodgy leg, and they've just suddenly got this vet bill out of the blue,
Yep, it happens.
Which has got, 3 zeros attached to it.
Awful.
And you think, well, how do they pay for that when they're on a fixed income on the pension?
So if somebody's on a part pension, you've topped it up because you actually qualify for this particular loan, they may well, and are they able to have another source of income coming in? Does it interfere?
Yes, because it does say, my understanding of it is you don't have to be on the full pension.
That's what I'm thinking. They've got another
If they've got another, so it does say if you're on, I'll just have a look again.
Yeah.
So seniors who receive a reduced age pension or nil age pension.
So they're self-funded, right, retirees?
Yeah, they could be self-funded retirees.
So they could, in fact, have even with the increase on their Centrelink payment, they could have a bit of extra because of their other income, and it wouldn't interfere with that.
No, so it says nil age pension due to income or assets test, but not both.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
So one or the other.
One or the other, they could apply, and that might be something that they're interested in.
Yeah. So if you're listening at the moment, and Nicky's explained it really well, but even more so at the seminar, and they go to that same website, which is southcare.org.au/pension loan scheme, and look at booking to come along on the 12th of March.
It's free. They can come along on the 12th of March. Phil will be there. I will be there.
That's great.
And we can certainly give them a lot more information about this. And, they'll be able to speak to an expert.
Actually, we've got another telephone number here to call at Southcare, I think, have we?
Yes.
If anyone has any questions?
Yeah, look, we're not the pension loan scheme experts.
No.
We're certainly the aged care experts. But, look, we are happy to take calls from anybody.
That's good.
Yeah.
9450-6233. If you have any questions today, ring us here now on 94841927. Now, it's interesting to hear the Royal Commission into aged care.
Yes.
But as a result of this, they're looking at more home care.
Yes, they are. Look, we see this as a great opportunity for us as an aged care provider. We were invited to make a submission, which we delighted in doing. We had to make a submission by the 8th of February, and we did make a submission because we do think it's really important that we have an aged care system that is high quality, that where people are looked after, and certainly where there is adequate funding for people. And I think, we are going to hear some horror stories, Jenny. We're already hearing them.
I know.
But I think that the Royal Commission is a good thing. And I would really encourage our listeners that if you do have an experience that's maybe not so good, that you consider making a submission. You can go online to the Royal Commission website. So you can do it online, or you can send in a letter, or if you're not sure what to do, again, you can contact us at Southcare, and we're happy to talk to you about how to do that.
Yeah. Up until the findings came out of the Royal Commission, on the other occasions you've joined me, you've said that there's been such a backlist backlog, I should say, of people wanting home care.
Yes.
Now, with this change of heart by the government, as from the findings, are they going to make it easier for people to get through more quickly? Or?
Well, we certainly hope so. The government on the 10th of February just committed to a significant amount of funding to increases in aged care, both in terms of residential aged care, but more importantly, home care services. So we are expecting to see an increase in the number of people who will be allocated a home care package. And if you're out there and you have received a letter and you're not sure what to do, I'd really encourage you to call us, because we can explain, what you need to do once you get that letter. And if you're not sure, the best thing to do is call, because you don't want to be sitting on that letter and not taking up the offer.
Absolutely. I mean, like you said before, the hold-up was just awful.
Well, and we still do have a big hold-up. There's still...
With this happening now, do you think it might speed it up?
I think that it will reduce, but realistically, the funding probably looks at releasing another 10,000 home care packages. Well, there's about 120,000 people on the wait list.
Oh, so the funding will only cover another 10,000?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
So, look, the government has, it is responding.
They've acknowledged.
Yeah, but I think the fact that the Royal Commission is certainly, we're in today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're into day 4. And certainly with the things that we're hearing. Yeah. There's, there is an opportunity for people to raise their concerns about how long it takes or is taking for their loved one to get a home care package.
Well, it's a start, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a big start, Nicky. Dorothy, good afternoon to you.
Hi, Dorothy.
Hi. I just want to find out something. A while back, this age advocate lady came, because I am almost 75, but she came out to my place and she said, "What am I here for?" I said, "I don't know." I said, "You should know." And then she turned around and she says, "I don't know why I'm here for." She said, "I only interview people who are going to nursing homes." And I said, "Well, I'm not." And she said, "No, you're not ready to go in the nursing home." And she said, "Well, look, I'll come back in 2 weeks and I'll find out what we can do." So I said, "Well, look, because sometimes my right arm, it just goes on there and I can't use it. I don't have people to come and help me do any cleaning. I do all myself. I shower myself and everything like this. I do everything." Yeah. But the thing is, sometimes you need the extra help, so if you're, you're washing sheets and stuff like that, you need someone
you need a bit of domestic assistance. So have you had an assessment?
Hang on, Dorothy.
Have you had an assessment, Dorothy?
Yeah, this lady came out and she said, I don't really need to come again, but she said in 2 weeks I'll come and see you again, but she never did. But now the thing is, through that I'm going now to Aussie Park Hospital to physio, because what happened is about 3 weeks ago my leg went on my side, and the things I've had physio come to help me since I was in Charlie Gardner Hospital and everything, and I've got to go to physio and everything. But the thing is that my daughter is worried. She's worried. She said, "Mum," because she lives in Huntingdale. Yeah. And she said, "Mum, you're 75," and she said, "You could fall or anything." And she said, "You've got no one really who can help you." And she said, "I'll come out later." She said an operation.
Can I just interrupt you for a sec, Dorothy? I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be rude, but I know it's a question that you're curious around. So can I invite you that when you are in the hospital, that you ask to see a social worker, and that social worker can then arrange for the supports that you need for when you go back home?
I am home, love. I'm home.
No, but when you go back
But didn't you say that you're going back into...
No, I'm going over to Aussie Park Hospital for physio.
Okay, so when you go...
Dorothy, hang on. Dorothy, hang on.
When you go over there and you talk to the physio, can I invite you to ask them to speak to a social worker who can then arrange for you to get the proper assessment and the equipment so that you're looked after at home?
Yeah, because I've already got rails in my bathroom and everything,
right.
you know, when I have a shower and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Dorothy, I'm going to have to cut you off here because I've got a couple of other people. I don't want you to think I'm being rude.
No, that's okay.
So you know what you got to do?
To go and see a social worker ask for a social worker when I go on the 19th.
Yeah, that's
see a social worker and talk to a social worker.
That's great,
it.
Dorothy.
Thank you, Dorothy.
Thanks for the call.
Yeah, good luck, Dorothy. It's all a bit confusing.
It is.
All of a sudden you need someone. Keith, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Jenny.
Yes, Keith.
Hi, Keith.
Good afternoon. I can't remember the other lady's name.
Nikki. Ask Nikki.
Yes.
Okay, what I'm asking is, I'm a 72-year-old pensioner on the full pension.
Yep.
I need to get a gopher. I don't have the money myself.
Yep.
Could I get a home care package to buy a gopher, even if it's a second-hand one?
Yep. Okay. Have you had an assessment at all, Keith?
You should turn your radio off, Keith. Keith?
Yeah?
Can you turn your radio off because it's a bit disconcerting to you?
Sorry,
That's okay.
thought I had turned it right.
No, because there's a 10-second delay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, Keith, have you had an aged care assessment at all?
I'm not sure, Nicky. I can't remember if I have had one or not.
Okay, so in order to get a home care package and then access that to be able to buy a gopher, you do need to have an assessment. So you need to either go through the My Aged Care website and book one yourself, or alternatively, give us a call at Southcare and we will be able to help you with that.
I think he needs a bit of help.
Yeah, so our number is 9450-6233. Give me a call and I'll try and organise an assessment for you.
Now, Keith, I'll put you back to Barry and he will give you that number again. Is that okay?
All right, thank you.
Yeah, good luck.
Thanks, Keith.
Good luck, Keith. And one final call. Dee, good
Hi,
afternoon.
Dee.
Oh, hi. I just wanted to know if you could inform me. I turn 65 later this year in September, and I've heard that many conflicting reports about when I can apply for a pension, an old age pension, because it's all changed now.
Yeah,
So
you're okay at the moment. I think it doesn't change for another 2 years.
so when I turn 65, I can go straight down to Centrelink
Yes.
and apply?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've heard that because
The pension age is changing. You're absolutely right, Dee. But if I don't think it's going to affect you. I think it's going to start to affect people who were born in 1960, 61 onwards. I think that's when it bumps
to 67.
To 67.
Good luck to you, Dee.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much.
No worries.
And
Have a
keep
good
up
day.
the good work, ladies.
Thank you very much,
Bye-bye,
Dee.
bye-bye, Dee. Thank you. Well, thank you, Nikki, as always. You've got
Oh,
a heap
pleasure.
of information. We have got your website here if people want to go along to the seminar, and that is next Thursday, the 21st. What time does that start?
Yeah, so that's the advanced aged care planning one.
Yes, planning.
So that one starts at 9.
9 a.m.
Yep.
Okay, and then the other one.
And then the other one is on the pension loan scheme, and that's on the 13th of March.
13th of March, and they can book on that
And
same
they can
website.
book online, yeah.
All right, or you can ring the number, like we mentioned, 9450-6233. Always good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you, Jenny. Thanks.
Just ask Nikki.
Thanks.
Curtin Radio.